Plot twist! So Hersheypark had the same rides open today that they had open yesterday, and we kind of felt like, even though we were here in the area, we kind of got the best Hersheypark day we were going to get out of yesterday. So here we are instead at Knoebels, where we have never been. And now it's time to do some exploring and see what's open to ride. So at Knoebels, you can park for free, you can walk the park grounds for free, which is really nice actually. The ride system where you actually pay to play is based on tickets. So we just got a book of 20 tickets, each with a different value on them.
It's a $20 worth.
It's a $20 worth of tickets, but they each have different values. Like there's $1 tickets, $50 tickets, 50 cent tickets.
And I'm gonna talk now. 45 cents paid. So we were told, for example, it's $2.50 to do the Ferris wheel, so we would need $2.50 in
per person.
So it kind of becomes like a cashless system. So you don't have to come here with cash, which is nice. You can use a credit card, and I think all of the food and stuff takes credit cards too. So. And
it's also kind of good line control, because then you only have people paying for what they specifically want to ride.
And they do offer like a wristband, like whatever you want option, but that's not available during the COVID-19 season. So
obviously we are wearing masks still. Even though this is an outdoor venue like Hersheypark and like so many others, they are mandating that you wash your hands frequently, that you wear a mask at all times, including on the rides, and that you maintain 6 feet of distance where possible from other people. And it looked to me, we haven't seen many rides active yet because they're just teeing them all up.
Opening.
But it looked to me like they were planning on spacing people out. So we'll find out in a little bit for sure, because we're about to go do some exploring and hopping on the rides we can. But it feels like it's just as safe as any other park to me, and it's got a nice kind of family feel too. Presently closed is one of the things that Knoebels is actually famous for. It's a combination roller coaster and luge ride. It's actually really cool, or so I've heard. They take you up with the chain up to the top of a ramp, and then they send you sliding down on luge tracks, and then you pick up coaster tracks again and take a chain lift back up to the next peak, and then you ride it down. It's pretty unique. I believe it's the only one of its kind, so it would be cool to do. We're not that far from Knoebels if we want to come back when things are a little bit more normal. But as of this season, it looks like it's in maintenance mode. So it may not be a COVID-19 problem that they're dealing with here.
Huh?
This is a much bigger park than I thought it was going to be. We've only seen a very small portion of it after walking for a couple minutes.
Oh, that's the haunted house.
Then that's where we're going. This is so cool. There's so much, it's such a itty bitty little park from the outside, and there's so much here. First ride of the day is going to be the Black Diamond Mining Company. This is a indoor dark ride / roller coaster. It's been described to me as 80% dark ride, 20% coaster. I'm expecting good times. Yo.
Wow.
That was awesome.
It was so cool.
They had animatronics, they had falling walls, they had
lighting effects.
The black hole. It had, I think 80% dark ride, 20% coaster is fair. There's a couple drops, but they're not high-speed drops.
It's a very
they're
like slow-moving coaster.
You're definitely being pulled back. You're not falling at full speed.
Yeah.
So.
But it's good you're going so slow because there's a lot to look at.
It was amazing.
So
that was a $3 experience.
We probably will do it again, honestly, because there was a lot to look at.
Yeah.
We'll come
it was
back
scary
to
too.
Yeah.
Like I was scared.
Also,
I got a couple times. And they had running water. They had waterfalls in there. And fire.
Water effects, lighting effects, smoke effects, like so much for like what you would not consider to be probably like a high budget ride. It was a lot.
That's oh almost Disney. I would say Mr. Toad's Wild Ride
Oh,
is
yeah.
is not as good as that.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a lot.
That was a really intense haunted house ride.
That was a lot. That was not what I was expecting,
No.
even after Black Diamond.
Yeah. That was. It gets you a lot. If you're a scared person, if you get scared by loud noises, it'll get you. It's a great time.
Can you even hear the dude screaming at the end just to mess with you?
Yeah.
You might be able to hear it from right out here. I don't know how well the mic is picking it up.
But like your little car, your little ride vehicle rams into every single door that you go through. So
the doors scare you.
the doors
The transition between one scene and the next scares you. It's pitch black when there's not something there to look at.
Just keep your hands on the bar in your lap or something, because if you start waving your arms around, you never know what you're gonna snap.
Oh my lord. Do you pick up the $1 bill that's been left on the ground during a pandemic, or do you leave it be? Get! Alright, check this out. This little ice cream hut has an actual water wheel that actually turns cogs, that turns a pulley, that turns a rod, that spins your overhead ceiling. And it looks like the one next to it as well. It's the little stuff, man. This is awesome.
Places I like to get something that maybe is original or interesting. I saw this ice cream flavor called tea berry, so I looked it up and it's supposed to be kind of like wintergreen. I don't know. It's pink. It kind of smells like a breath mint. I'm gonna see how it tastes. Well, it's amazing. It literally tastes like eating a wintergreen breath mint, if that's your thing. Yeah, win. What did you drop?
It was my phone.
Oh, okay.
So we are noticing that they are sanitizing all of the rides every so often. Just spraying it with a little soak. Keeping everyone clean and healthy and safe. Alright, so we just got off Twister, which may now be my all-time favorite Woody. There are two lift hills. One takes you up part of the way and then drops you, and then the momentum you build starts to take you up the second lift hill, which takes you into the big drops, which is where you start accumulating most of your speed. I knew absolutely nothing about it before actually riding it. It had a lot more kick than I was expecting. After the fact, I learned that the tallest drop is, I think, 89 feet. It feels a lot higher than that when you're moving that fast. You can definitely see the whole layout of the park from the top of this lift hill. 10 out of 10 would do again. Alright, we're racing the clock a little bit now. We got some mean looking clouds in the distance. And we still got at least this last roller coaster to get through. And then we might redo some of the inside stuff if it starts raining, but we'd also like to try and get a bite to eat, look at some of the unique attractions here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so We just got off Phoenix. I see why people like it. I do. I don't think it's better than every other Woody I've ever been on. I do think that it's the most airtime I've ever felt on any coaster ever, including Pandemonium with its 7 airtime hills. I don't know how many this has. I lost track after a certain point, but there are a lot of them, and first of all, your restraint system's very different.
Yeah.
So you're not stapled. They can't staple you.
Your lap bar gives you like 6 to 8 inches, which depending on how big you are, maybe less than that, but you're going up.
I mean, you're levitating
bouncing.
into the bar. There was a solid more than 2 inches of distance
seat.
between seat and my butt for most of the ride.
Yeah.
That was awful.
It was not. Do you want this the digital print?
Yes. It was awful. I'm so wet. This rain does not seem to be letting up. We're gonna go ahead and divert to Black Diamond Mining Company for a second ride. And my lovely wife is holding the tickets for us. Or is she? All right, y'all, it's pushing 5 o'clock. We're gonna call it for today. I think all totaled, we got on 7-ish rides.
Yeah. So we did
2.5 coasters. I'm giving the half to Cosmo. 2 coasters were down, so we'll have to come back. It's a good reason to come back. 2 dark rides. 1 we did twice. Train.
Yep.
I don't know. Even if it wasn't 7 or 8, I feel like we got a lot done today. We also had the world's sugariest ice cream.
It was good.
Got a collectible pin. I'd say just like yesterday at Hersheypark. The day is what you make of it, and we made a fun day of today. I am satisfied with my care.